Welcome back to more Final Fantasy X-2, everybody. Okay, so last time we made it pretty much to the final section of the game. As you can see, we are just fighting Vegnagun piece by piece, and it's looking pretty interesting. What the hell? Ormi and Logos, what are you doing here?
Please help the boss.
The Gull Wings are on it!
Okay, so as you know, we have 3 battles left. We have the Vegnagun core, the Vegnagun head, and then finally Shuyin himself.
This thing just keeps on ticking.
We'll finish it.
Do it.
It's so big!
Woohoo! No more climbing!
Okay, so this
Could
right
you
here is the
please
core.
focus?
Now one thing, oh shit. Attack the bulwarks. Now the bulwarks are going to be casting magic or all this shit on you.
know where to strike.
Oh look, I think that was Orin speaking. So it's best to attack the bulwarks because, well, they're going to be annoying. So just focus on them. And Venom, that's funny, alright. I learned it in this boss battle here. Alright, so once the bulwarks are down, what you then want to do is just simply attack the core. I mean, yeah, you know, Vegnagun himself. So this will honestly take a little while, because he has 33,000 HP-ish around there. But luckily, it takes a little while for the bulwarks to actually regenerate, but yes, they do in fact regenerate. They do. Also, I don't think it's possible chaining. No, I don't think so. Alright, here comes full life. So as you can see, a bulwark came back. It's always best to attack the bulwark. Learned in Venom. Ooh, another. Okay, that's awesome. You haven't yet. Yeah, I mean, this battle is actually very simple. As you can see, he's not really doing much. It's the next battle that can be a little more challenging depending on what he actually does. Alright, and is that it? I believe that is it for the core.
Where's Shuyin? What now?
Maybe we're finished?
Finished indeed.
Verily!
All Aspira is finished.
He's got a plan B too!
He's panicking. Yuna, end it now.
This is it, everybody! Stay focused!
Okay, so this battle requires you to defeat both the right and left readouts before you can target Vegnagun.
Let us purge this repulsive world.
This battle is essentially a timed battle. If Shuyin speaks 7 times, so that was 1. If you speak 7 different times, the battle is over because he will fire Vegnagun towards Spira, and the battle is essentially over. Now, usually, you know, I should actually attack him again. Usually it takes a little longer to revive the readouts, but I guess for now I will just attack the readout. That's fine. Just attack. Okay, there we go. Damn, I'm learning so many abilities though. Holy shit. Alright, just be aggressive. Attack and attack. More search, I don't know what that is. He has AoE moves that can poison you. And or silence you as well. Oh my god. Wait, are you blinded? I think, oh my god, hold on.
It's all over. You have to stop it now. There is no overtime.
I know that. Alright, so do that and you can attack. Just going to use some remedies. Gotta get rid of those status elements. Because that's going to be really, really annoying. Okay, that's another revive right there. Now it's time to go back and attack the readouts yet again. Now this is some epic music, by the way. I should make a note of that and say that. There's another ability learned. Wow. Okay, so this attack will... Actually, that was a crit. Okay, that's cool. Alright, just go ahead and keep attacking. So this boss has roughly about 38,400 HP-ish. So it's not that crazy, honestly. I believe Shuyin has spoken twice, maybe 3 times. As you can see, the timing of this battle is not the difficult part.
Riku,
because
this is your time. You must defend it.
I believe that was Micah? That sounded like Maester Micah. Yeah, basically you're going to be hearing the voices of many people in the far plane, such as Orin, Jack, Micah, I think Keenock as well, possibly. Just keep attacking the readouts because the readouts do a lot of damage. A lot of damage, man. They have AoE attacks that do like 1,500 to 2,000 to everybody, and honestly it's pretty annoying, but like I said, just be aggressive. Oh, there we go.
Is this thing finally out of juice?
Maybe he'll listen now. Yeah, let's talk to Shuyin. Shuyin.
Len.
There's something I must tell you. Words left unspoken for 1,000 years. I love you. And I'm grateful that you stayed with me until the end.
But I couldn't save you.
It doesn't matter. Please, don't go on grieving alone. Rest.
We can finally fade together. No.
Wait!
You are not lead!
Alright, the final battle of the
get it,
game. The final
It's no
one.
good,
So it's
he's not
against
listening.
Shuyin.
Shuyin, please stop this!
So, this battle, if you look at his attacks, he's actually very similar to Titus. Just look at the way he uses commands and attacks. Now, the battle itself is not hard because he doesn't have too much HP, but he does do moves such as this. Even these moves are pretty much identical to what Titus used to do, so take a look at this. So this move, I believe, is Blitz Ace. I remember Blitz Ace fairly well. That. Yep. So Terror of Zanarkand is the equivalent of Blitz Ace. He also has other moves, you know, like remember the, what the hell is that called? Like something Rain or whatever? He also has that identical move, you know? And then he has like Spiral Cut and so on and so forth. Just be aggressive, keep attacking, and he'll eventually go down. Here comes another limit break. Ooh, that's Slice and Dice. That's Titus' Slice and Dice. Look at that. Now, his most devastating move is that the equivalent of the Rain move that Titus uses. Because you will see, it does like 1500 to everybody, so it can be pretty lethal. But luckily, he should be going down really soon.
Yuna, don't falter now.
Whoa, he's dodged. There we go. Got him. Got him. And that's it.
Shuyin.
That is it.
Shuyin.
Don't try to tell me you understand. When? When?
Hi there.
1,000 years, and this moment is all we get?
This moment's enough. I don't need anything else. Just knowing how you feel is enough. Shuyin, let's end this. Let's go home.
Can we?
That was all 1,000 years ago. We've come too far to look back now. Rest, Shuyin. Rest with me. Let's go. I have a new song for you. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
You heard it, didn't you? You want to see him?
Him?
Yes. You want to walk together again? I can't promise anything, but we'll do what we can.
Once my friends and I dreamed of flying. We would sail a ship with me as its captain. In time, I became that captain. I found a new ship with new friends. My ship was the Youth League.
Others chose a different captain. Their boat was New Yevon.
You know, I realize I'm like a lot of you people. We want a captain, and we want a ship to ride, but more important than that, really, we all want to ride together.
There are some things you can't do alone. But they become easy with friends beside you.
This was the lesson that we learned when we launched those ships.
It was power. And we misused that power. We turned our friends and followers against each other.
Forgive us.
Somehow we forgot. There's a much larger ship out there. One we've been riding ever since we were born. That ship is Spira.
No one knows just where our voyage will lead us. But we do know one thing. One way or another, we will get by. We'll go on living. The calm will continue.
Just one more thing. We all owe thanks to a very special lady. Yeah, you all know who I'm talking about. We really hope that she could be here today.
It's time for me to go home.
She left a message. She said she's going home. So farewell, but not goodbye.
See you next time, kids.
Did we really have to leave like that?
Just think of the party we're missing!
I think we party enough, don't you?
Brother! Higher! Brother! Faster! I can't hear you!
So much has happened, and I'm sure it's only the beginning. Through the smiles and tears, through the anger and the laughter that follows, I know that I'll keep changing. This is my story. It'll be a good one. It all began when I saw this sphere of you.
I know that you're hiding things, using gentle words to shelter me.
Alright everybody, so that right there is Final Fantasy X-2. The sequel to Final Fantasy X. So what'd you guys think? What did you all think? I mean, to be completely honest with all of you, I will say this. I don't think the game is as good as Final Fantasy X. Now, I might be a little biased because, I mean, I grew up with Final Fantasy X, and to this day... That's a lot of car in the background, sorry. To this day, Final Fantasy X is still my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. Probably my favorite RPG of all time. And it's for sure like in the top 3 of my final or favorite video games of all time. I mean, that's crazy. Like, wow. I mean, if you wanted like a list of all my favorite games, like the top 5 games, let's see. I would probably say Final Fantasy X is one of them, for sure. Spyro Year of the Dragon, that specific game. Body Harvest for the N64. Hey, look, Terra Strong. I know Terra Strong. And then, oh god, it's so good. Final Fantasy 12 maybe would probably be on there. So 12, 10, the Spyro Year of the Dragon for sure. Body Harvest is a fantastic game. And then probably either Super Metroid or Metroid Prime. I mean, that's already 6 games total, but whatever. The point is that, oh my god, it's for sure up there. And then either Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver, you know, would be up there too. So as you can see, or not see, hear, as you can hear, the music in the background is in fact the same one we heard in the performance that Yuna gave in the Thunder Plains at the end of Chapter 4. Now, as far as what I think about this game, well, the story has its ups and downs. There are times when the story is good, there are times when the story is just purely comical and silly and corny and like, what the fuck, seriously? So, I mean, there's... oh, God. I mean, I don't know. Like, I do not know. It's crazy though, but I mean, like, the gameplay is really good. Because this, you know, this game returned to ATB. Because Final Fantasy IX had the ATB. Final Fantasy X got rid of it, but then X-2 returned with it, you know? And then since this game, there hasn't been any ATBs at all. Because 11 is an MMO, 12 didn't use it, 13 didn't use it, it used the Command Synergy Battle, 13.2 used a mod, whatever, a similar version of 13. Lightning Returns, I don't even know what the fuck that's a Final Fantasy game for. Final Fantasy 14 MMO, Final Fantasy 15, again, just like outdoors real-time battle. So it's not, I mean, I don't know, it has not appeared since Final Fantasy X-2. Which is really interesting, you know? It really is interesting. But, I don't know. It's just that the ATB is, you know, it's the staple of Final Fantasy, despite it not having, like, that is so strange. Like, here's the thing. Final Fantasy X came out in 2001. It is now 2017. So it's been 16 years. Now, Final Fantasy IX, I believe, came out in, is it 1999 or 2000? I think 1999. It's now 2017. So it's been 18 years since Final Fantasy IX came out. 18 years. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny though? Since Final Fantasy IX, the only main series game to have the ATB has been 10-2. And I think there's been a couple iPhone games, like I think Final Fantasy Dimensions or something that came out like that. ATB, but in general, at least the ones that people know really well, it's just 10-2. So, like, people still call the ATB the staple of the Final Fantasy series, yet it hasn't, it's only printed in one game in 18 years. Like, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, oh my god. Because here's the thing, I was born in 1992, which means that when I was 7 years old, Final Fantasy IX came out. And that was the last time I ever saw ATB with the exception of 10-2. So, like, I don't know, it's interesting, it really is, because even though I grew up with Final Fantasy, it's more so the later ones that I grew up with, you know? Starting from 10, literally, maybe 9, but 10. So, like, even though I still call the ATB the, you know, the staple of the series, I myself never really experienced it growing up, and I think a lot of you didn't either. I mean, if you're anywhere, if you're 25 years old or younger, then you haven't really experienced it either growing up. If you're older than that, then okay, you did. But it's just crazy, you know? Because, I mean, yeah, you can play the remakes of all those games, or you could replay them, you know? Like Final Fantasies 1 through 9, but it's not the same as if you, like, grew up with them when they were coming out, you know? But anyway, this game is, like I was saying, the music is pretty good. It's not as good as 10. Gameplay is solid. I do like the whole, you know, the job system that came back from Final Fantasy V. The story, like I said, it has its ups and downs. So, I mean, in general, it's a pretty average to good game. It's not going to be an amazing game. I'm not going to rate it higher on the spectrum for my ratings for Final Fantasy. But in general, it's a solid game. Like, if you're a big fan of the ATB system or the job system, I recommend playing it. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy X, I wouldn't solely recommend this game just on that because it's very different. But if you like 10 and you just want to see, I guess, more story related to 10, then okay, just play it. It's not going to be the same at all, but you might still like it. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because we're about to see some good cutscenes.
Are you real?
I think so. Do I pass?
You're back.
I am back. I'm home.
Welcome home. Yes, home.
What's up?
Who asked you to watch, Waka? Huh? Hey! Whoa! You know, you've changed.
Well, you've missed a few things.
I want to hear everything.
Well, it all began when I saw this sphere of you.
I got a theory. I think the Faith gathered up my thoughts and put them together to bring me back. Maybe. Something like that. Or maybe I'm still a dream.
Wait! So you'll disappear?
Cherish me, Yuna. And I'll cherish you. All right? We gotta stay together. That's what we have to do.
Is that what the Faith told you?
Nah, but I like it. Hey! Oh! Hey! That's not cherishing.
You didn't disappear.
And there it is. The end. The end. So like I was saying, it's for sure an interesting game. And the good ending and the perfect ending just pretty much finalize the game to, you know, makes it a really good ending. It really does. Now, here's the thing though, as far as Final Fantasy X goes... Okay, well first before I say that, I should say it's the good ending can be obtained if you fulfill certain criteria in the game. It's really difficult to pinpoint what specifically, but there are certain things you need to do. For example, when you defeat Ixion and you're in the far plane, you have to press X 4 times. That's one thing. There's several other things as well that you need, and even I don't know, but as long as you do most of the game and play similarly to how I did it, you should be able to get the good ending. The perfect ending can only be obtained if you get 100%. So I'm putting that cutscene into the video here, but I didn't actually get it in my playthrough here, but you'll still see it. So, like I said, the perfect ending is in Vegnagun Ruins, and the good ending is in Besaid. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Press X. Story completed 88% for a first playthrough, not bad. Creature completed, I didn't even try that. Time split 1, 53, 55, and 56 as far as levels go. Okay. Now when you beat the game, you will have the option of doing a New Game Plus. Basically, you're going to be able to use all your dress figures and items are going to carry over. And I don't know, it's pretty interesting. Now, the percentage carries over as well, but keep in mind that if you use the same exact cutscenes, that's not going to build you up to 100%. You have to trigger new cutscenes. An easier way to obtain 100% is to play one with the Youth League and then play one with New Yevon. And that's pretty much the main way how to do it. So yeah, as you can see, New Game Plus is here, now available. Now, if you actually go back, and I'm going to go back, I'm going to go ahead and close the application, and then relaunch it. As you can see, there was Yooka-Laylee and Street Fighter and various others there. So if you relaunch Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster, what's going to happen, or not what's going to happen, but what you'll see, and what you've probably been seeing in these two Let's Plays that I've been doing when I do the intro, like part 1, is that you'll be able to see Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X Eternal Calm, Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy X Last Mission, and then the credits and bonus audio. So, I already did Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X Eternal Calm is part 100 of the Final Fantasy X series on my channel. It's essentially a 15 to 20 minute cutscene, which bridges Final Fantasy X and X-2 together, so it kind of leads to X-2. Final Fantasy X-2 I just finished now. Final Fantasy X-2 Last Mission is the third game of the trilogy. It is a roguelike dungeon game. Very different than most Final Fantasies. I'm not going to be playing it anytime soon, but it is available here. And then there's also this, the bonus audio, which takes place after X-2 Last Mission, I believe, and it got so much criticism because, well, the shipping of Yuna and Titus, it got pretty much killed with this audio drama. Yeah, you'll see, but I'm not going to be showing this anytime soon, these two. Just keep in mind that if you do purchase the PS3 or PS4 HD Remaster or PS Vita, you will have access to all this stuff here. But for now, we're done. So, hopefully you enjoyed this Let's Play of Final Fantasy X-2. Yeah, 2 games down in this X series. Final Fantasy X holds a very special place in my heart. It really does. I can relate to it a lot in life, about so many things, and I mentioned many things throughout the X playthrough, so if you have any curiosity when it comes to that and why I love X so much, then be sure to watch that, my X Let's Play. X-2 not so much, but I still did it, you know, just for fun. It's a pretty fun game. But like I said, Final Fantasy X, it will always hold a very special place in my heart. It is downright an amazing game, and I absolutely adore it. I love it so much. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video and this series, and if you did in any way, please be sure to leave a like and comment and all that good stuff, you know. Alright, so, bye-bye everyone. I will see you on my next Let's Play, which is probably going to be Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, at least for Final Fantasy standards. Bye-bye.